Now, if I remember right from the demo, Joseph is like massively overpowered at the start of the game. You know, because he was a general in the previous army, and so he's like a battle hardened veteran here, and so he's going to be really good in this early parts of the game at the very least, I think. Okay, so battle stages. Now I think we're technically out of the tutorial. It was only that one fight, so we're gonna learn more about how battles work, not just like sending one unit in to fight one other unit. Okay, so each battle stage has victory conditions. You have to fulfill all of them. Well, no, you don't. I don't know why I said that, but you can. There's going to be battles where there will be multiple like optional conditions. You don't have to complete. You usually gain stuff if you do. A Jagan, huh? I'm trying to think what would that be from the games I've played. Let's see, Shining Force 2. I mean, it wasn't that early in the game, but maybe like a quarter of the way into it, you got a phoenix, like a literal phoenix bird named Peter, that was like literally the best character in the game. And he wasn't from the start. He didn't get like insanely busted until he got promoted. But once he got promoted, he had like the best stat growth in the game, and he could fly because he's a bird, and so he could just like roam around, and you could just send Peter off, and he could just carry like entire fights on his own. He could like 1v3 enemies and stuff like late in the game. Okay, deploying units. So this is a new mechanic that I don't even remember if we had this, like a system like this in Ogre Battle games. I don't think we did, but again, that was so long ago. I could be wrong. Okay, so we deploy our units from bases, and often in combat, we'll have more than one command post that we can use. So we have to go over there. We can kind of see the island. We can see parts of the island here. And we can even open up like a map for the battle here too. Like, God, I love even the art in. Oh, what? Wait. Oh man, you can make it transparent like you're in a Diablo game or something. Okay, that's crazy. Didn't know that. Okay, let's. And the other thing about the command posts is that they're a better way to recover like HP and stamina than just resting out in the, like, you can rest like anywhere during a battle, but it takes time to rest, and you're not safe while you're resting. So I found that it's better to actually send units that need to rest back to command posts and have them rest in there, because they get a bonus to do it, and so it takes less time, and then they can get back into the fight faster, even if like travel distance is taken into account. And part of that is because, see how in the top right corner below the minimap, like depending on what kind of terrain we're on, different characters get bonuses and penalties. So like if we go here, even in mountains, even flying units lose speed, but on roads we can see we have infantry and cavalry get increased speed, which will definitely come into play. Speed and time are incredibly important resources during battles, where the faster you win battles, the more rewards you get. Now, like I said earlier, there are optional conditions during battles too. So you will have to weigh, speed of battle, and completing all conditions. Because I think you'll probably, in most cases, want to complete all the conditions, because they can give you new characters, new items, stuff like that. So, oh, you know what? Speaking of that, before we get this battle started, I forgot. We didn't look at the trophies, did we? Let's take a look at the trophies for this game. Oh, wait. Yeah, we want to do it over here, right? Okay, let's take a look at these real quick. Heraldry pack. What is that? An add-on to use in the game. Huh. Okay, whatever. Okay. So 100% streamathoning until we get the platinum, just like with Octopath 2. Oh. Oh, they're like this, huh? 150. So there are side quests in this game. Apparently there's a lot of them. That's insane. Okay, actually, you know what? Some of this stuff might actually be spoilers. Let's actually not look at that now. Okay, let's go back to combat. Let's get started. So we're okay. Here, spend valor points. Valor points are straight above me in the top left corner. You get valor by defeating enemies. And there's actually, so this is what the screen looks like when we're deploying units. And we can have, eventually we'll have up to 10 units we can use in any one battle. Now we'll have more characters than we'll be able to use, I think, for most, if not all, of the game. But that's good, right? Like, we like having to make tough decisions. You know, like, that's something we have to do in COTC as well. But when we go in here, then you can actually decide where you want to deploy your units too, right? So, like, we probably don't want to deploy. Well, the force is only negative for cavalry, and we're deploying infantry, so that doesn't matter. But if we had cavalry, we would not want to deploy in the forest. Typically want to deploy on roads if you can, if you have the option, so we'll deploy here. Okay, so deploying a unit consumes 1 valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. So again, really good tutorial screens convey a lot of information in a concise way. I really like the quality of life like that, and I like the information conveying and the conciseness of it. Okay, valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies. Yeah, and see, I didn't even remember the other two things, or the other two things, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. We'll have to see what the more is, but yeah. Elaine, look, they've already reached the town. Then we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible. Okay. So, one other thing about the valor, right? Like, we can get it from doing those 3 things, 2 of which we already know. Well, look what Elaine's leader effect is. Gain more valor points when defeating enemy units. So, main character of the game, he's kind of important, and it's kind of good to have your main character in a very strong unit, so you can get more valor to do more things with in combat. Because the other thing we didn't look at, I forgot to look at, was the valor skills. These are like, think of these like divine beasts or something from COTC, where there's something that an entire unit can do to either boost themselves, attack enemies, or do something else like outside of combat in the battle, right? So like the first one here, allied units recover 50% HP at the end of battle. So that way you could have one unit do multiple hard fights consecutively or something, right? And it only consumes 1 valor point, which is good. And then this one consumes 2. Revive all incapacitated combatants in an allied unit up to 50%. So man, he brings a lot of support, right? Oh wait, no, my bad. That's our... I didn't look at the top left. That's actually Scarlet. Okay, so let's see what... Yeah, those weren't strong enough to be main character skills, were they? No, let's take a look at Elaine's. Okay, his 3 valor point skill, Valor's Order. Increase the damage dealt by 20%, reduce damage taken by 20%, and grant first strike to all allied units within range for 1 battle. That sounds incredibly strong to use at the end of okay, so I'm getting my terms mixed up. I thought battle was the overarching thing that we're involved in here, where you go and you attack different characters and do different fights with them. But battle is the engagement of the units with each other. What was, let's see, conditionals, let's see. Unit overview, let's see, where's the conditionals? Or the, let's see, stage. That's the word I was looking for, stage. Okay. Let's go back in here. Okay, so this Valor skill would be really good at the end of a stage for using multiple units to bring down a boss, right? Boosts everybody's damage, lowers the damage everybody takes, and grants first strike to all of the units. And I was completely wrong. I remember we were looking at first strike in the tutorial battle. First strike actually means that all of your characters get, I think they either get an additional turn to attack or they all have their initiative boosted. I'm not I hope it's the former, but it could be the latter too. I'm not sure which. But I'm sure once we get past this, I think this is kind of like tutorial 2 where they give you access to more things, but I think we still, well, maybe actually, let's see. We might actually be, yeah, see, we can look at the library. Okay, game tips, maybe. So really listen to the music in the frickin' game tips thing. This is how I know this soundtrack is going to be amazing, because the freaking game tips menu music is this. I mean, I could just chill listening to this. Like, this is solid. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, as we get further into the game, we'll get more info, and they'll probably put True, what was it called? Was it True Strike? First Strike, maybe? Yeah, First Strike. It'll be in there. I have full confidence that it'll be in there. Okay, and then his other one, also really, really interesting. Increase XP earned by an allied unit by 100% for one battle. Now just think about that. If you're getting like all or most of the unit kills with Elaine in a stage, he could potentially get to a point where he's like spamming this, right? Like, he's got massive, I think massive main character vibes, right? Like, oh, and look at the skill he starts with, Lean Edge. Recover 25% HP if an attack hits, and an additional 25% HP if the target is defeated. So yeah, yeah, like he's really good. He's gonna be one of our best characters, I think, for the entire game. Like, he just brings so many solid things, and then he's got this Noble Guard, so he can block an enemy attack with a medium guard. He gets boosted defense. And now in this game, unlike in Octopath games, when they just say defense or attack, they mean physical. But for some reason, they chose to not put the word physical in stuff. I mean, it is in the first line down there, but it's not next in front of defense there. So we're just gonna have to remember that when it doesn't say magic, it means physical too. But then grants the user +1 PP if the user has 50% HP or less. So since this is a passive skill, there might be a case where we want him to hold his PP until he gets below 50%, so then he can just keep spamming this all the time. Maybe, like, ideas like that might come into play. Cover an ally with a medium guard, and I can't remember. I think I read on Discord yesterday or today someone knew the numbers on what I think small, medium, and heavy guard were. But I think they have to do with the percentage of damage that's mitigated. It might be as simple as 25, 50, and 75%. I can't remember. But I mean, yeah, look at this. So it's quite interesting. It's not unsurprising that a main character is more defensive oriented than offensive oriented. I don't know why. That seems to be a common main character trope in a lot of games, I think, at least within this genre. Like, I think of, like, you know, Ramza, there was nothing special about. He was pretty average, slightly above average when you got later into the game. And he ended up getting, like, the special Squire stuff, like the super Squire skills. Shining Force 2 main character, not really anything special about Bowie. It's been so long since I played Tactics Ogre, Vandal Hearts, Mystari. I can't really even remember all their main characters. Serenoa, you know, Serenoa was okay. I don't think there was any time in Triangle Strategy where Serenoa was the strongest character in your team. Like, even the other starting characters were stronger than him. But yeah, I think Elaine's kit is very, very well done, to the point where he's going to be one of our best characters for, like, the whole game. He brings so much defense and sustainability for himself and others. We didn't even look at Cavalry Slayer. So this goes back to what I said during the tutorial, where some things are quite niche, right? So he's going to be really good at dealing with horse-mounted enemies, stealing their APPP and guard sealing them. So if there's any cavalry, like, tanky kind of enemies, or, you know, guard seal will also make it so that cavalry can't get passively buffed by tank enemies, right? So this is going to make it so he's going to be really good in either assisting or the doing of blowing up enemy cavalry characters, which will be nice. And then, so that's just his skills, right? We come back over to loadout. I think, we still, okay, I guess yeah. Because like I said, this is still, like, kind of tutorial-y. Like, we can't add tactics. When we finally get out of this part, though, we can really start playing around with it. Because, like, Lean Edge, you know, obviously is just good in general, right? Because it will sustain him. But we want to make, at the very least, a second tactic for Lean Edge where it... Well, we probably don't need a second one, because it will always be... Or we could make it so it not always is, but we could make it so that he always attacks the lowest HP total enemy. So one, he can heal himself as much as possible, and two... Oh wait, no, the leader effect is for defeating enemy units, not characters. Okay, so as long as his unit defeats them, we don't have to worry about him getting killed specifically himself for that as much as for healing. But yeah, I mean, why not have him target the lowest HP enemies? That way we can have him maybe be the tank in his unit too, and then just build support and DPS around him. Okay, let's go back here. So we can see around the stage here, right? And the only thing we have to do right now is attack the enemies. So let's go ahead and do that. We can't do it. Another really cool quality of life thing for in stages that you could do in terms of mobility. See, like if I came over here, right? Look how it wants me to path away from the road. once we get out of the tutorial, if this enemy wasn't here and like there was an enemy down here or something, you can set waypoints too. So I could set a waypoint to like where this enemy is, and then I could set a waypoint to here, and then here, you know, so his unit always stays on the road to move faster, which is really nifty too. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the battle here. Okay, so the battle menu. When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit, the battle menu will appear at the bottom of the screen. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details before battle. Select battle once you finish preparing to enter the fray. Okay. So there's other stuff you can do here. I don't know. Yeah, we can't do it right now. But it's interesting because a lot of the strategy in this game is going to have to do with your character placement within the unit before every single battle. I found that in the demo that was that was very important to changing outcomes of fights. Like all of what's going to happen in a battle is decided before you enter the battle. Going into the battle is just seeing the RNG and the conditionals and for the tactics play out. And so like if he's here or if he's here, just for a lane, not even talking about Scarlet's positioning, but him being here compared to here could have different outcome on combat, and we can see that before we go into the battle. So there's going to be a lot of organizing, like, for every battle, potentially. Like, we'll have to see, but I think there's a good chance there'll be a lot of that because of RNG for one, with like dodges and stuff. And then, well, I won't spoil that. We'll see that when we get to it. So if we hit unit details, I think. Oh, and you can pick which ones. Okay. All right, let's go into battle here. Now we can do R2 to speed things up. Battles play out automatically according to various predetermined rules. First, a combatant's initiative determines their turn order within battle. When a combatant's turn arrives, they will use one of their active skills, Lean Edge. Using an active skill consumes AP points, action points. Combatants will take turns using active skills in order according to their initiatives. Battle will continue until all combatants run out of AP. Passive skills will trigger automatically when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. Okay, now look at that. We're seeing the enemy combatant use a skill called Smash, and he defense broke us here. Look at that. So that kind of sounds like we might want to try to get some of those characters on our team too, if we can, because as we know, defense breaking is good. We like that, right? First, Elaine's Noble Guard skill triggers when he is attacked, causing him to protect himself. Using a passive skill consumes PP passive points. Okay. Next, Scarlet's Quick Heal skill triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing that ally.
Easy now.
Okay, so we're back up to full health. Oh, and he dodged. There you go. Okay, here she goes attacking. Nice. Finally, the enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle, performing an additional attack. Yeah, that's a really interesting conditional that I learned about in the demo, where, oh, hold on, I might messed up the green screen. I see. I think. Yep, no. Uh-oh, what's going on with the green screen? Why is it not getting that? I don't know. I think I need to move it over. The battle will end when all combatants have run out of AP, or when all combatants on one side have been defeated. You can also press square to view the battle log and review the skills that were... Yeah, so that's really cool. Look at this. Look at this. You can look at all of the things that transpired in a battle, too. Just like the chat log. Really, really cool. And so if anything ever happens in a battle, that you were unclear about, like something we missed something, like why did someone get hit, or how did someone get hit for that much, we can look in here and we can see, oh, one of the enemy allies had a passive skill that buffed their attack before they attacked. Okay, that makes sense. So maybe we should target that enemy next time first in combat so that doesn't happen again. Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't fix. I don't know what's up with this. Oh, did I get it? I might have got it. Oh, no, it looks like I got it. Fair enough. Okay, battle results. If neither unit is defeated in a battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is the loser. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. We almost have them. Just one more push. Okay, and then so we'll go get them now. So we're gonna go fight them. And since they are... Okay, so here's first strike. This is what I was wondering about earlier. Engaging a waiting unit will grant the attacking unit a first strike. The unit executing a first strike will always act first, regardless of initiative. Okay. That's what I was hoping it was. Because that will probably mean that even if an enemy character in the unit you're attacking has something that automatically gives them the highest initiative, we should still attack first, right? Because it kind of sounds like this is almost like a coming out of break turn for an enemy in COTC, right? Like where it doesn't matter if you have a priority skill to use, you're still going after them. I hope. That's my hope with this description, and that's why I was saying I hope it's regardless of initiative, like it says. Okay. So yeah, as we can see here, oh, it's actually not showing us the information I thought it would. So we can, like I said, we can hold down R2 to speed combat up. Solid work. Okay, so we can see you get a lot more XP for defeating an enemy unit than you do for defeating an enemy character, right? And I'm pretty sure we worked out the math. I worked out the math in the demo. I think we got 4 XP for defeating an enemy character, and we got 35 for defeating an enemy unit. So that's why the first fight was 4, and this was 4 plus 35.
Victory grows ever closer.
Okay, and we also saw oh, in the top left. I gotta remember everything's backwards, but we saw in the top left that those particle effects, after we defeated that enemy unit, they swirled and they went up to the top left. That was the valor points getting claimed and going into the progress bar. I didn't realize early on in the demo that it was like actually a progress bar that you have to fill up. I thought it was just like you get 1 valor point for defeating an enemy unit, and that would have probably been way too easy. So makes sense, there's a progress bar. Okay, good. All that remains now is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Liberating facilities. Garrisoning a unit in a town, fort, or other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and liberate.
Time is at hand. To me. 'Tis ours now.
Hey, oh, and look at all the valor points we got there. Liberating facilities will replenish valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. So one thing I found in the demo when you're working on liberating a town or something is that if you're only using 1 unit to do it, and it takes a lot of stamina, and 2 maybe a lot of HP in the unit, once you complete the liberation process, you will often get back some stamina. Like I was often, my unit that was like liberating somewhere was often getting 2 stamina back for doing it. And so you could kind of like brute force a fight to liberate a place with one unit with the knowledge of getting stuff back for doing it, where it kind of removed the opportunity costs a little bit. Okay, so liberating facilities will replenish valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Yeah, so another reason why we probably want to liberate every place within combat. And even though we didn't look at all the trophies, I'm assuming there's probably one for liberating every single place in the world. So we kind of got to be really completionist on the first playthrough, I think. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Exactly. Oh, what's up, Miguel? Oh, it's great. I'm explaining a lot of stuff because the streaming I did during the demo was just on Discord, and so I don't think a lot of people saw it. So I'm kind of just going through stuff again and reading all the tutorial stuff for everybody. Oh, it's great though. It looks amazing. Hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard there. Whoops. Yep. See. So we missed it. We can go into the chat log. And Elaine was like, Lex! I love chat logs. Okay. But don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unharmed as well. Still, wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout ahead to make up for it. Yeah, I think the biggest comparison I've seen, even more so than Fire Emblem, is Ogre Battle. If you ever played those, like, way back on N64 and Super Nintendo. I'm not sure if I actually played the one on 64, but I know I played the one on Super Nintendo. I think I had it. And it was quite fun. It was all about, no, the ones before then. That came later. I think Tactics Ogre wasn't that, I think that was PS1 or, yeah, I think that was PS1, so a little bit even before that. Same franchise though, same franchise. But yeah, it was basically like this, where you moved around different units of characters on an overworld and engaged in automated battles too. There's just much more to this game than there were to those back then. It's just a big evolution of that like subgenre or something. Okay, so unit movement. Units can be ordered to move to any location you specified. Select Lex's unit, then move him to the marked location. Okay, we're gonna move Lex here. Okay. Here, see? So now we've got square opened up. Look at this. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, look at all these rally points we can put in here. And I don't know how many that was, but I found out in the demo that this won't even, this like objective in the tutorial won't even complete until he finishes doing this, doing all this extra pathing. Watch this. He's gonna ping pong around in the circle here.
So, what next?
So it's actually kind of a hybrid of both. So think of like Baldur's Gate, where you can, or even Final Fantasy VII Remake, where the combat is action and real-time based, but you can pause it when you're making decisions and inputting commands. So it's kind of both. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. That's no Pixel. That doesn't sound fun. I don't want to do that. Okay, just what I was hoping for. It's time to show these guys what I'm made of. All right, Lex, go get them. Oh, look at this man. Move Lex unit to the enemies to commence a battle. Dude, this guy is by himself, and he's gonna go attack 2, 4, 6 enemies. Okay, sure. I mean, granted, he has like, how many? There's 6 of them, and they have They have, what, 78 health and he has 30, so maybe he can take one down. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, we can't do... Okay, we can't do square now.
You got it.
This isn't gonna end well for this man, I don't think. Lex is gonna try to solo all the enemies. And he's getting defense broken out of the gate. Oh man, look at his health. Oh no. Oh, he's toast. Oh, Lex, what are you doing? Yeah, he lost. He got his butt kicked. And he got knocked back. Damn, might have gotten too eager there. Lex! No, we'll never make it in time. Allow me, Your Highness. Okay, unit mobility. Different units have differing degrees of mobility. The higher the stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. The unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. And so one thing I found in the demo is that it's not the worst idea to throw a cavalry character into every unit, so then it brings up the average mobility of the entire unit, and somehow the leader of a unit's mobility seems to be weighted heavier than the other characters within the unit. So other than Elaine being the leader in his unit, I had cavalry characters leading the other 3 units, and they could all move really far, or they could all move really fast. So it was kind of cool. We'll have to see as we get further in what kind of leader. Okay, so yeah, remember we want to deploy cavalry, especially on roads, right?
In service of the royal
Oh, he just jumped down there. Okay. So we can see, like I said a little while ago, Joseph is pretty pog. He's what Harming described. What was the name of the character from Fire Emblem? Where is it? I can't find it. I don't know. It was... What was it? I don't know. I suck at finding stuff in chat, apparently. But some character in Fire Emblem that's like Jagan, that's right. Yep. Pixel knows too. But yeah, so he's our, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either, Jagan, but okay, so Joseph is really strong to start. Which makes sense because he is level 20 and he's also a paladin, which I think is I can't remember if I think they're classes in here, not jobs. Yeah, because it says class type. Or maybe the class type is the weapons and the movement, and then the job is paladin. Jagan, okay. But yeah, so he's a paladin, and I'm pretty sure I didn't see any other paladins in the demo when I played. So I think that job is pretty strong too. He's got some interesting things here. He starts with heal, so any ally that's below 75%. So looking at magic potency, his magic attack is quite strong at 16 because of his level as well. Like, see, well, Chloe's not a magic user, but he also has 3 passives he starts with. Follow-up attack on a single enemy after an ally attacks. So like early on, that might be a better use than the defensive stuff, right? Because then maybe you can basically get like two extra attacks from him. Granted the potency isn't quite as high, right? But yeah, look at this. He can also continually maintain his refill his PP if he's getting kills too. So if we look at him, his initiative is 19. Unfortunately, Chloe is slower than him because honestly, we'd like Chloe to attack first so then he can finish targets off. Oh, nice. It's good. There's some more, like the music in the first fight in the game in the tutorial was like really good. So I'm hoping we're gonna get some more like really epic tracks when we're fighting bosses and stuff. But we can see a small example of conditions here. But unlike Final Fantasy 12, we can actually do 2 conditions. Which is really cool. Like we could use like the heal to only target allies under 75% of a specific job or something, even something like that, or lowest HP enemy of a specific job. I don't know, maybe I am saying it wrong, and maybe they are just classes to them, and the class type is like what, like specialties within the class. I bet that's what it is. Let's see, maybe they'll tell us. Okay, we should look at his valor skill. There's also heal, so he can heal an allied unit. Okay, fair enough. All right, so he can move.
Awaiting your command.
No, we still can't use square. Okay. Oh, we're moving to Lex. We're moving to him. Okay.
By your word.
Okay. I am your foe this day. Prepare to be struck down. Swapping positions, more strategy, more quality of life. When 2 allied units are in close proximity, one can swap in for the other. Press L1 or R1 to have Joseph's unit swap in for Lex's. Damage predictions. Before battle, you will see a prediction of how much damage each unit will take. Note how these predictions change when swapping units. Yes. Okay, so now we see the damage prediction. And like I said before, if you organize, we can change, well, I guess it won't let us move. It won't let us move the characters. But sometimes as simple as moving characters around within their unit, like the positioning, will change the outcome of the damage and stuff. But look at this example of Joseph just being an absolute monster, right? He's about to do 67 damage to these enemy minions. Okay. So he is quite strong. Easy. She's pretty strong too. And Pursuit, remember, he has a follow-up passive skill. So he just used 1 AP and 1 PP. Now, if we look at the bottom, see the XP? This is similar to like every other SRPG I've played, where if your character gets a kill and they're massively overleveled, they won't gain much XP, right? But because this is like ogre battle and stuff, we have more than one character within a unit, right? So he can literally just power level people early in the game, because he can do tons of damage early in the game, and he's not stealing XP from people, right? Yes, he's gaining less for himself, but he's still gaining full XP for eventually up to 5 other characters. So there was interesting discussion, especially on the first day of the demo, where people were saying, don't use Joseph early on, and then immediately people were like correcting them that like, no, your entire unit gets XP individualized to each character based on their level and the enemy's level. So it's okay, use Joseph a ton because of how beast he is early in the game. So we're gonna be seeing Joseph like stomping people early in the game. Lex, are you alright? Somehow, yeah, sorry for making you worry. You know, it's a miracle you can even put your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up again. Okay, we've got 3 small healing tonics. HP. When a combatant's HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items option from a unit's action menu to use an item. Fair enough. Okay, look at all these. Oh, and look at that. That's crazy. We'll have to see whether this is a plot device further in the game. I can't remember if I saw this any other time during the demo outside of this battle. But like one character from a unit literally left the unit to talk to another character, and now they have their own unit too. Yeah, or that. That's sure. That's definitely another plausible. What do we consider that? That's definitely another plausible tactic there. Miguel thinking of using him for. Okay, so let's use an item. Okay. Nice. And it says in the bottom left, I think I might have been covering it, but it said those heal 30 HP. Chloe, perhaps you... Well, we missed. Phew, I needed that. Yeah. Oh, I love chat logs so much. Honestly, I hope every game, like, as many games going forward as possible had these. Like, I wish all the Octopath games had this. Like, it was very nice in Triangle Strategy, and it's very nice to have here. And it's also really nice that they took it a step further and they gave us a combat log, too, just like in Baldur's Gate or something. You should, Miguel! Do it! Do it! Chloe, perhaps you'd be better served watching after Lex directly. I fear he's a bit of a liability on his own! Alright, Joseph, talk your shit. Very much agreed. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Ugh. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry on to the harbor. So Chloe literally left Joseph's unit and joined Lex's to protect him. My word, but that's Hodrick. He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. What might possibly have changed him? Prepare yourself, rebels. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galerius must be put to the sword. It seems combat is our only path forward. Indeed, riding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. Time limit expires. Another new condition. So, okay, and victory condition, defeat Hodrick. Okay. Selecting multiple units. Move the cursor while holding X to select multiple units and give them all the same order at once. After selecting the desired units, press X and choose the destination to order all selected units to head towards that location. Pausing battle. Order a unit to move or pressing X during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. The move and items commands can be used even while the game is paused. Press circle to resume the game. Okay, so even though they just told us to select everybody, I don't want to, right? Because we want to do something like, I think maybe like this.
On it.
And then maybe like this.
The path is set.
And then maybe something like this. Now let's see, Beach. He doesn't... I'm actually a little surprised. Wouldn't you think that a horse would have its movement impeded by running on sand? I guess maybe not, huh? I guess there are a lot of instances in like movies and stuff where people are riding horses on sand. Okay, so he's gonna see how these enemy units are. Are they all this? No, they're not the same unit type. Okay. So we can see how he does less damage to the sword bearers than he does to the axe bearers and the spear bearers. That's interesting. I actually would have thought spear bearers would be the most dangerous for cavalry, right? But he's still only taking, I guess that's probably level based how much damage he's taking. But okay. So we can send them out. Now we have more info. So select unit. We can toggle between them left and right on the D-pad. We can open the unit list with up and down on the D-pad, and we can even see what commands we've already issued to the characters, right? En route to enemy units. And we can see the pathing too. And the faster arrows are who we have selected at the moment. R1 we can move around even faster than normal. So we can navigate in case a stage is really, really big. And And then stage menu, we have unit overview, where we can look at the allies, but then we can also go over to the right and we can look at, oh wait, no, that's just to see, okay, that's just to see 7 through 10, never mind. Character list, I think this is where we can see the, and no, nope, this is still only allies. Stage conversations. This is something we'll see in the future, not too far into the future either. The one time I saw this in the demo was when the opportunity to recruit a new character was happening in a stage. Library is constantly going to be filled with new things. Like, look at all this new stuff we've got. But it's very nice and easy to clear the exclamation points, which is what we want, right? And again, like the tutorial one, like these game tips when we first see them during stages and stuff, convey good, like exactly what information you want to know and do it concisely too. So very good system. Class registry and archive, animation specific to each class, and you can see all of the named or generic characters within a class that you have encountered or attained. The archive, I think, is just like lore stuff. And yeah, you can even save during stages too, which is nice. Okay, so remember, and it shows in the top center. Now, I didn't pick this up until it actually, you know, they told us the condition was, defeat condition was time limit expires, but I must have forgot that or something, because later in the demo I actually failed the stage because of time, and I was like surprised because I must not have been either paying attention here or I forgot, and so like it happened once and then it never happened again. But the time meter is the half circle below where it says pause, and like they told us, hit circle and then look at how much faster. Okay, now I don't think we want to do that, right? Because we want, yeah, because we want Elaine to get XP, right? So we'll have Elaine still do this fight, but we can check this out now. Let's, oh no, we can't. We still can't move characters. Bummer. Okay. That's okay. We'll still have them attack. Oh, that's interesting, Miguel. Mages and thieves in sand, huh? And horses are impacted. Yeah. I'm a little surprised that's not the case, but maybe that's also just Joseph being super badass, right? Okay, so then in the top right we can see we got some rapport up there too. I think it would be a good idea to look at Elaine and look at their rapport. Oh, we can't view rapport. I wanted to see if we can figure out how much, because they got 5 rapport. It looks like that might... 1, 2... I'm gonna guess it takes 50 rapport to level up, maybe once? I don't know. It's hard to judge how many segments are gonna be there. Okay, so we knocked them back. That's this right here now.
We march.
And it's continuing. They're continuing to want to attack them, and they're gonna get the win, and he's also gonna get healed, or we're gonna get healed by 3 back up to max HP because of the heals. So that's cool. Now the thing is though, here, this enemy unit is still pathing, right? So I think we want to change up what Elaine is doing so that we don't have him attack the axe bearers as well. So I'm gonna have him path over to like here, and then I'll have him attack there. And so hopefully then Lex will attack the axe bearers. We'll see. No. Oh wait, no, this is the shield bearers. Okay, this is what we wanted. Okay, so he's just gonna massacre these guys. Notice how that spear enemy tried to debuff him, and he had debuff immunity. Joseph is just silly. Okay, let's move Joseph down here so he doesn't steal all the kills and XP. Now for this fight, we don't want him to do. Oh wait, hold on.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
We don't want him to get kills and stuff. Like that was actually a misplay there, right? Like we don't want him to take kills because he doesn't have any lower level characters in his unit now. So we'll just have him go over there and just stay out of the rest of the fight, I think. And I think we're probably moving too far away.
To me.
Let's try that instead. No, he's still gonna get caught in here.
You face I shall hold nothing. This one's mine.
No, they're gonna do more damage. Honestly, we could have Elaine then finish him off. Maybe? I don't know, we'll see. We'll have Lex and Chloe go here. And R2 does faster combat. Now, I'm gonna have to look and see if there's any way to maybe make it so that its combat is always faster like that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Fast forward and cutscenes. No, we don't want that. Yeah, that's maybe one of the only downsides is that there's not more options. That might be my only complaint right now. But maybe that'll change when we get further into it. Okay, so actually, with Elaine being so, oh wait, no, this is Lex.
We march. To me. Sure thing.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
You got it.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to hit something.
Who are we fighting? The sword bearer? Let's see.
Your villainy ends here.
Yeah, we want to do Elaine and get some healing on XP.
We march on.
Nice.
Well fought.
Now we could actually steal the kill. Should we steal the kill from? Yeah, let's steal the kill from Lex. Screw Lex. Should we? 26. Yeah, why don't we have him do? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Cause yeah, see, like if we do pathing there, he's gonna go off the road. So we want to go like this, and then like that, and then like that. I think.
As you wish.
And then instead we should have him. Oh yeah, he's gonna take some damage. Oh, and he's low already. Oh well, whatever. It's fine.
Yes, sir. Come then. Good.
Level up, nice.
Another step forward.
Okay. Oh wow, lots of stats up and attack stats too. Okay, so this is good information. This is different than what I remember here in the demo. So that means the level ups are not fixed based on grade. They're still randomized. So technically, in theory, you could save scum. Maybe you could save scum level ups. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do that, but you might be able to actually. But that's a lot of stat points. 6 stat points, and the attack stats too, no less. Even though they're 2 of the 3 C's he's got, so that was a really good level up, I think.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
HP is probably good for her. We would have liked to get magic attack up though, I think, on her, right? Accuracy, probably not the most important. I don't know if magic needs accuracy. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Initiative, though, I think is probably going to end up being a really good stat for literally everybody, right? So that's a pretty good level up. At least as far as initiative goes. And I guess since her HP is a D as well, that's a good level up. Okay. Look at all the Valor points we've got now. Okay, so you want...
We march.
Oh, wow, 0 damage, huh? Yeah, but honestly, let's just leave him right here for a little bit. Right? Or maybe not. Yeah, let's leave him there. Look at how fast Joseph is! Holy smokes, he's fast.
Your villainy.
Oh, man. Lex. Yeah, Lex is... Not gonna lie, Lex is not good. In the demo, my impression was that Lex is the worst starter by kind of a considerable margin, like out of everybody. So I don't know if Lex is gonna get better as you get later in the game or not, but I found myself like benching Lex in the demo. Even it was so bad.
Upon the face of your demise.
Come
then.
Why don't
Hold nothing back.
we first hit with him, and then Elaine can come in and maybe.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
Really, Hodrick.
I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself.
What the heck, dude? Oh, he guarded. Rude.
Hold fast.
No. Well, he's not very strong, though. Ooh. Walloped.
Glory to liberation.
He got 1 XP. Such firm defenses. Our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then. Leave this to me, Elaine. Okay, fast forward. Yep, we know about that. R2, I've already been doing that a little bit. Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. The game is paused. Fast forwarding will automatically resume it. So yeah, you can... Oh, he's going again, huh?
Come.
8 damage, huh? 18, look at that. Yeah, she's gonna hit him hard.
You don't stand a chance.
2 damage. Come on, Lex, really, man? But he would gain HP though, right? Let's see. 8 damage.
Your villainy ends here.
I think we want to attack with everybody and then have Elaine go last, probably, to get the killing blow and get the XP, probably, I think. Nice damage, folks. 3 damage.
Are you okay?
There you go. There's your 4 HP back.
No stopping
Yeah, we technically won that. That's funny. But you still get knocked back when you're attacking garrisons if you don't win the fight. Now look, we can also see a radial surrounding a plus, a healing symbol. And that's because he's in the garrison, right? And so he's getting steady HP recovery and stamina recovery. We can also see the progress bar on the stamina on the 6 above the star. So yeah, I think I'm not sure there was any stage I did during the demo where the boss was not in a garrison, you know, which kind of makes sense, and because it gives them an additional layer of difficulty, right? Because they get the garrison effects while they're in there. Okay, let's see. So who's going next?
What would you ask?
8 damage gets him down to 17.
Very well.
Oh, hold on. Oops. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do.
You face me. I shall hold nothing.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. So we attack with him now. Okay. So
Stand true.
affliction immunity. Debuff immunity. Oh, so good, so good.
The battle is won.
1 XP. Yep, chip away, chip away. Okay, yeah, we don't want you to attack. We want you to get the win here. 28. Whoa, see things change. The last 2 times we were gonna have Elaine and Scarlet attack, they were gonna do 18 damage, right? And now they're doing 28. So
You face me.
I wonder, I think that must mean that there might be a crit involved or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see and watch the battle log there.
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
I love how we're getting voice dialogue in combat too, right? Just like with Octopath 2. Because in a lot of games, you know, certain parts of dialogue are not voiced. Like, I hope, you know, we have seen a few pieces already where they weren't voiced, but I'm hoping like, I can't remember if side quests are voiced too. I kind of hope they are, but since there's over 150, probably won't be. We'll have to see though.
Enough of your questions, Whelp. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it.
Absolutely wow up there. Yeah, she kind of smoked him, didn't she? 70 XP, look at that. That's actually a lot lower than I thought. Yeah, I'm with you, Miguel. I know in some games people like the little blurbs, and I'm trying to think what games have we seen that have like the little blah 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 when Final Fantasy Tactics, right? In the original version before War of the Lions remaster, right? Like, I'm pretty sure in that original it was like blah 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 blah. Yeah, at this point, I think I agree with you. It kind of makes sense back then, you know, when they didn't have as much hardware space and file size and stuff to work with. They did stuff like that. But, okay, Palevia Harbor. All right. So we got one, the unicorn ring. Okay. So the thing is, look at the time. The thing is, time in this game is only counted when you're not paused. And so we spend like minutes in menus and stuff in combat. We spent that fight was 12 seconds long. I don't think the time in battles even counts for this. I think it's literally just moving around that counts for time bonus. Oh, okay. You do like those. Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, we can see all the info here, and looking at the score, right? The majority of our score comes from the time bonus. So it's actually not that bad to spend a lot of time in menus in battles if you're fully optimizing everything to make stuff take as little time as possible. Right? Like, the fewer battles you have to do within a stage, the lower your time spent is going to be. So the menu stuff is going to be good to do. Yeah, that was really weird, wasn't it? where it was like one of the words of the text that was voiced or something. It was kind of weird. I never understood their reasoning. Okay, so we've got a few things here on the second screen. So we've got war funds, so we got some money. Honors is a currency we're going to use to unlock a great many things in the game, such as additional character slots within units, additional unit slots, and I think we can even use it to purchase. What else can we use? I think we're going to use it to promote characters class too. And then renown, I don't actually know what renown unlocks. I'm going to guess it's going to unlock character unlocks, maybe side quest unlocks, maybe even battle unlocks or stage unlocks. I don't know. I know people in the demo were skipping so much and grinding so hard that they were able to get renown up to like C or B or something. I don't think I got past B because I didn't play that much.